Hi, my name is Aishwarya Tipnis. I'm a heritage architect. I'm based in New Delhi and I have had the fortune of working on some of the railway heritage projects in this country. And it has been by far a very fascinating experience, and I've got to learn a lot about how heritage works within the railway system. And my third project with the railways was, of course, the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. Difference is when we have experts coming in to tell us how to deal with this heritage, I think we tend to forget that we are a country of a huge amount of population, and the main job of the railways is to run the trains. As a consultant to UNESCO, and the job was to essentially firstly document what remains of this heritage. Usually when we think of heritage, we think of stations and buildings, but in the case of the DHR, I think I learned that railway heritage is much more than buildings. In fact, it's about the track, it's about the locomotives, it's about the artifacts that were used to run the railway, and it's also about a lot of the systems that existed in this particular World Heritage Site, whether it was the way the tickets were printed or the way the trains were run, and also the skills of building and repairing and technical skills that helped this railway survive as a steam railway in the 21st century. It was an interesting experience because when you get to see how things actually work, and if you want to make a difference, where is it that we need to intervene? So, in the case of the buildings, I realized that the railway system doesn't have a heritage expertise. And so, how was it going to be possible for us to provide that expertise in a system where people are transferred all the time? And that's when we realized that the way the railway runs is largely on a codified system where manuals are what are used to pass on the learning, and it's independent of which individual is in its place, but it's the system that runs itself. And I think learning from the railway how its system is what prompted us to develop architectural heritage manuals for the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. Now, these manuals are custom made to the DHR, and we spent a lot of time in actually understanding what the architecture is and where is it that we need to help the railways. So we have a manual which is part 3 of the manual, which helps a person understand what are the different components of the building, what are the kind of defects that a building can get, and then what are the correct solutions for it. So we've been working working collaboratively with people on the ground, whether it was the people like the IOWs to the AENs to even top management, to understand where the gaps were. And I wouldn't say it is a foolproof system, but it is something to begin with, so that in the future a lot of these heritage buildings can be protected, and I think the manuals were a great starting point for that. But there are some interesting, I think, ideas that can be incorporated within our system. The first idea which I would really think is worth looking at is looking at an adaptive reuse policy. A policy that looks at what can we do with a lot of surplus buildings. There is a ethical question that are we supposed to let heritage be the way it is in shambles, or is there a creative way where we can provide better housing to these staff, where we can create surplus housing which could be maybe given out on rent, or some other way in which the railways can economically make a difference to themselves. I think there is a huge amount of questions that can be answered and new ways of looking at things. And I think museums are definitely not the only way how railway heritage can be dealt with, and there are several examples that show you how they can be of use to the community. In some they have created like software parks, in some they have created like a community farming area, in some they are places for culture, whether they are performance venues or they are places where people can meet, eat, drink. I think what is required for us is to look at a creative approach of what can be done with this heritage without sort of freezing it in time and making it something that is not of value to anyone.